From Television City in Hollywood, it's Tattletales. Welcome to the game of celebrity gossip, Tattletales. And now, here's the star of Tattletales, Bert Convy.
Hello there. Here we go. This is our last shot at these people. Their last shot at you all in the studio audience here, because you know whenever they win some money and get a question right, you get it, right? We're going to divide it three ways among the blue, red, and bananas. I don't know what it is about the banana section, but you find as you watch the show, and if you come down here, they are crazy. There's something, it's like it happens automatically. I don't know what it is. They get out of their cars, they're nice, normal people. They walk in the door, they come in here, and they say, you're in this section, and they change. Look at those faces. Can you get a shot at those faces? Are those normal people? Look at that. See? All strangest group of people. I don't know where we find them. Anyway, winning money today for the blue section is from Capital, Carolyn Jones and Peter Bailey Britton. Winning money for the banana section, Fred Travelina and Lois Travelina. See what I mean? Winning money for the red section today, Tony Loudermilk, and from Magnum P.I., Roger E. Mosley. Okay.
My section is quiet.
Your section is not quiet. They're cautious and conservative and dignified.
From New England, the blueberries.
Yeah, the blue section's always been that way. They're the blue bloods of Tattletales. That's why it is. And the red section are been known to march on celebrities. We don't know.
Oh.
Fellas, if you're ready, here we go. First question worth $150 to your rooting sections. The two of you are at a party and the host has devised a special version of a scavenger hunt. You must each go alone to a singles bar and bring back a total stranger of the opposite sex. Which of the two of you would be better able to do that? Watch it. Bye. We'll get you in a little trouble here, huh? What do you think? Going to a singles bar. First of all, do either of you ever do that? Has that come up in...
I never have.
No.
And I don't think he has.
Right.
No.
Well, there's a first time for everything, as they say.
But he likes to hang out and play in bars and watch television and talk to the guys and carry on. I'm not sure about a singles bar. But
he's
pretty. He's pretty.
Yeah.
And I think he'd be first.
You think he'd be able to bring back a young lady from a singles bar?
Yeah. Oh,
okay.
yeah.
All right. He'll say himself.
Yes.
Okay, here he comes. Peter, which of the two of you would be more likely to able to do that?
I've been thinking about that.
Well, I'm glad.
We're both very capable of doing that, but in speed, or in terms of time, I think I'd be quicker.
That's the one. Old Smoothie, huh?
That's my baby.
Wouldn't you love to hear the opening line that you're going to use? Hi, baby, I'm on a scavenger hunt. And she'd say, well, I've heard everything, pal. Buzz off, right? Sorry. I mean, congratulations, Peter. Lois, what will Fred say?
I think he would be.
More likely? Better able?
Better able and faster because of his jokes and kidding around, and
yeah.
I'm kind of quiet.
You must remember that faster has nothing to do with this. Better able to do it is what we said.
Yeah.
Better able.
But you're right, a scavenger hunt does mean there's probably a time thing. That's true. You'll say Fred.
Fred.
Here he comes.
Definitely.
Which one of you, Fred, better able to do it?
I want to just thank you for this question and the last four, you know what I mean? This sounds like a Carl Malden question.
The two of you are at a party and the host has devised a special version of a scavenger. What will you do?
Well, if the both of us are at the party, you know what? If the both of us are at a party, if the both of us are at a party, and I would say that if we took a vote, I would get sent.
You would be the one who would be better able to do it, is what you meant. You're right. I love how Fred's got the question from him. He says, if they took a vote, I'd be sent. I mean, it has nothing to do with it, and gets it right anyway. Thank you, Fred. Tony, what will Roger say?
I think we both have the ability to go out and bring someone back to
All
the
right.
party. But because I am a woman and he is extremely protective of me, he would say, he would rather go.
He would be better able to.
He would be better able to bring someone
See,
back.
because you're both
okay?
going to have to go, because that's the scavenger hunt.
Okay, well,
And you'll
he'd
say,
best be able to go
he'd be
then.
the one.
Yeah.
Here he comes. Which one of you would be better able to pull that off, Roger?
Tony's selective. I mean, I'm competitive. Tony would be out there looking for somebody with the suaveness of Sidney Poitier, the good looks of Billy D. Williams, the strength of Muhammad Ali, cuteness of Sugar Ray Leonard, and I'd snatch the first chick I could run into.
You're right. All right. Let's split that 3 ways. We'll come back and touch another 2 in a minute. Don't go away.
Anywhere. We're searching for game show sounds in their natural habitat. She's attracting a mate. Oh, here's a cheeky fellow. The call of the wild. Explore buzzer. It's as good as it sounds.
Question number 2 coming up, and before we ask it, you know what? I've been looking at this ring on your finger for the last few days, and I'm fascinated to know if there's a story, because it really is rather interesting.
There is.
You
Peter
see that?
gave me this story. He gave me this ring. I used to go on game shows, you know, and talk shows and everything. And I had a habit of doing like this with my nose. And he kept saying, "Stop doing that. It looks terrible." And I said, "You know how you do with habits? You say, 'Oh, sure, sure, sure,' and you never do." So one day he came in, I was going to do Merv's Griffin show, and he said, "Here, I've got a nice present for you." And I looked at, oh my gosh, it's a gold snake ring with diamonds, and I'm all excited. The first time I did this, I almost took my nose off. And I look, and there he is standing in the wings going, I never did it again.
Yes.
So he has a vicious streak.
Yeah. We know that about him. We can see that.
Yeah.
And the moral of that is, don't be a nose picker on television, I guess. I don't know. Okay, here we go.
There's another moral.
There is?
Don't ever go on a show with a kid or a dog or an impressionist.
Yes. All right, here we go. Question
he's
number
great.
2. He's great. $150 as well. You have a 3-way tie, everybody's friends. There are new jackets out that look like normal jackets, but they are really bulletproof. Do you think you'd like to own one of those? Yes or no? Off you go. I don't know what that says about a performer. We're asking Fred. What do you think?
Would he like to have one?
I'm asking the guys, yeah.
Would he like to have one?
It's a jacket, you know.
What color is it?
It matches his eyes. Blue.
Sure, he'd like to have one.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
He
Well,
likes jackets a lot, though.
Maybe he's worked in front of some tough audiences. You never know.
Of course, being an Italian, he never does sit with his back to the door. Always to the wall.
Yeah, okay, you say sure.
Sure.
Here he comes. Fred, how do you feel about that jacket?
He had to ask an Italian this question, right?
Yes.
I just ordered 12 dozen.
I would say, I would like to own one of those.
Yeah, you got it.
Finally.
I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you very much, Fred. Tony, what will Roger say?
If it didn't cost any more than a normal jacket, because Roger really does watch the price tags. He hates to pay too much for anything.
Right.
What the heck? I mean, if it looks like a normal jacket, it wears like a normal jacket.
Yeah.
Why not have a bulletproof jacket?
Yeah.
You know?
Only one thing we didn't tell you, weighs 240 pounds. So, no. Okay. You'll say, yeah, sure. Here he comes. Roger, how do you feel about the jacket is what we want to know.
I'm not really into clothes, period. I like shoes and I like cars. I guess it's evidenced by the fact I'm the only one that doesn't have a jacket on here. And I definitely don't want a bulletproof jacket.
No, that's not what she said. She said, why not? If it looks the same and feels as, you know, you can't tell really, sure, you might. But you don't feel that you need it, then you're wrong, but you're right. I'm sorry.
Notice how I'm not saying anything else.
Yeah.
So sorry, Raj.
Carolyn, what will Peter say?
Well, Peter's not into clothes either. I practically have to break his arm to get him to change his socks. I mean...
I'm sorry to hear that.
That sounds terrible. No, that sounds terrible. He does change his socks, but he gets a hold of one thing. Like, he's got one sweater that I gave him...
How about his shorts? Well, never mind.
Oh, he'll change all that. But the rest, he wears something until it's in shreds. So I don't really think he would care one way or the other. He'd say, it's too heavy, it's too hot, I don't need it.
Not interested.
Yeah,
okay,
no, I don't think...
The answer was no. Here he comes. What do you think, Peter? Are you interested in that jacket?
Well, unless they weigh 400 pounds, yes, I would be.
No, that's not what Carolyn said.
Peter!
Why would you be interested in that, Peter?
Well, I don't know. It sounds like a good idea.
Yeah, for the safety, no doubt, huh?
You twit!
Which is a very nice way of saying dummy, I think.
One for my little
daughter.
How many times do you wear that bloody sweater until it's falling off your back? And
because it's bulletproof.
Yeah. He didn't tell you that. Lois and Fred are right. They get the whole thing on question number 2. It's halftime, ladies. Step to the rear, if you will. We'll bring the men out front, and we'll continue with the second half of Tattletales after this message for you. Bulletproof, you know. Be with us. We have a lot of nice people here who are exchange students from all over the world, from Argentina and Peru and Germany and Sweden. Thank you for coming to see us. We have changed places. I have the gentleman with me, and Peter, you and Roger have $50 apiece. You got to play catch up to Fred, who's got 200. You got time?
Oh.
Yeah, 2 more questions. Here we go. Listen to this, ladies. This one is addressed to you. If you could choose only one of the following as an accompaniment to lovemaking, which would it be? Champagne, music, or candlelight? Oh, God. Think it over. Off you go. Just as I finished saying the question, I heard Peter say, "Oh, God." Oh. But we're not going to start with you. We're going to start with Roger.
Whatever happened to the good old none of the above? I got college with that answer.
If you could only choose one of the following, which would it be? Now we're asking the ladies.
All right, I can't hang with music because, well, I have to go with what I know. You know, I can't hang with music because I keep listening to the words and forget what I'm doing. Too much champagne, that's a lost cause. See, we can set the candle anywhere in the room. Let's go with the candlelight. It doesn't get in the way.
Yeah, that's true. Because
lights. Give me some lights.
Okay, here she comes. Tony, which one of those 3 will you choose?
Well, I'd have to go with the candlelight.
That's the one. Now you're cooking.
Whoa, boy. I mean, you know, and we don't want any candles. I don't know how.
Well, she obviously ruled out the other 2, definitely. That's how she did it. That's a good way to do it, Peter. Did you learn something from that approach?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eliminate...
That I'm much younger than he is, and even champagne wouldn't bother me. Or music, I would say, listen. I would say candlelight.
Candlelight, definitely.
There's no doubt about it.
Really?
No,
yeah.
Really.
Have used, in fact, have done, in fact.
Candlelight.
Yes. I can't sway you, can I?
No.
It's going to be...
Yes, Bert, candlelight.
Candlelight. Here she comes.
You make me crazy.
Carolyn, which of those 3 will you choose?
Oh, gosh, I love them all. Oh, well, I don't drink, and sometimes music startles me. So I think candlelight.
That's the one. Very nicely done. See, now they're catching up to you, Fred. It's tightening up very nicely here.
Having grown up in the Bronx and lived through many blackouts, candles aren't really that romantic to me.
I
see. And by the way, you people from Germany? Just kidding. I will define this, and please, Lord, romantic music.
Yes.
Yes, would be my wife's answer.
You sure of that?
Yeah, she's not so much into drinking, but romantic music, If it's romantic music, not, I want my baby not to touch my Volkswagen. Not that kind
Not that kind of music, no. Okay. Smooth romantic music, like maybe a little Sinatra, he says.
Sinatra. I did it my way.
Yeah, that would be good. Here she comes.
That would be very good.
Perfect is what it was. Lois, what do you think it will be now? You have to choose one.
Okay. It definitely wouldn't be champagne because that would put me to sleep.
Yeah.
And the candlelight, I'd probably be worried about a fire. So I think I would go with the music, and if I was lucky, Fred might sing to me.
That's it. You got it. You all three got that one. And that was not that easy. We'll split it 3 ways. We'll come back with our $300 question in just a minute. Which do you prefer, candlelight, music, or champagne, my darling?
Next, the Supermarket Sweep Mini Marathon ain't stopping as the search for the most expensive items continues. No coupon clippers allowed. Keep it here.
A car accident.
Same thing.
Here we go. This is the last one. This will wind it up, and wind it up for this group as well. It's worth $300, and truly anybody can win because we have 100, 100, and 250, so it's very close. Listen, ladies, listen very carefully. At a store, you see a dress that you love, but it's the last one left. Just as you reach for it, another woman does the same, and you both touch it at the same time. Will you let her have the dress, or will you try to get it for yourself? It's the last one, and you love it. Goodbye. Okay. You know what? When we go through the questions before we came on the air, Sarah in the dressing room said, "Oh, that's happened to me, boy. I tell you, I guess it does happen to women when they shop very often." What do you think? We're going to start with you. Yes, Peter.
Carolyn's a very gentle-natured person.
Yes.
But when it comes to a thing like that, she'd kill.
Yeah.
She would go for the dress, right?
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah. They seem to think so.
Yes.
She'd go for the dress.
Yes.
Tough about that other person. Okay, here she comes. Carolyn, there you are. You see that dress. Oh, that's what you've been looking for. You've been on your feet for hours shopping. Just as you reach for it, another lady does the same. What are you going to do?
Well, I tell you, I have a lady who can copy anything. I mean, anything. She's brilliant. She works for Courage. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
That's okay. You just did.
Anyway, she's terrific. So I would probably let the other dame have it, and I'd have a better copy.
No, that's not what Peter said.
Oh, really?
He said you would kill and take that dress. Maybe he didn't know about that other lady.
No, I think he's thinking of Myrna. Not me.
Oh. I won't.
That's the part I play on Cap.
Oh, I see. Sorry about that.
Me too.
Moving right along, Roger. It's up to you.
I hope the chick who has the other hand on the dress can fight. Because Tony's going. Remember a while back, a few shows back, we talked about how much she loves clothes.
Yes.
I mean, she's going to have one hand on this dress and the other hand on the jugular vein. And I mean, she's going to get this dress. You understand what? Let me watch my lips. She is going to get. I don't care what she says on this show. She's going to get this dress from this lady.
Right.
Quick.
In the store.
Finito. We got it.
Over.
That's it. Finished.
We got it. And this is a good point because if you get this thing, the game is up for grabs. Definitely. Here comes Tony. Tony, there you are. And the lady reaches for the dress. You both touch it at the same time. It is the last one, and you love it. What are you going to do?
Well, I would probably finally just say, go ahead and take it, because I'm not supposed to be here anyway.
No, that's not what it said. Roger seemed to feel very strongly that that's not what you would do.
Laudermilk.
Yes.
Laudermilk.
Yes.
Laudermilk.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
Well,
that's the way it goes. You know what I mean?
I tell you, don't pay attention to what she says. This dress is in the closet, 3 or 4 of them. Same procedure.
Fred, you have a chance now to really win a big hunk of money here. What do you think? Fred?
God, it's a tough one because it would depend on the attitude of the person. Because my wife is a really nice person.
Yeah.
But if there was an attitude, okay, like the woman pushed her or in any way, my wife would come home with that dress.
Yeah. So
she'd find a way to come home with the dress.
You're going to say that she'll take the dress.
She'll. Yes.
See, we didn't say anything about an attitude. They just touch it at the same time.
Am I allowed? Just touch it at the same time?
That's all. They both reach out and touch the dress at the same time. So
then in that case, she would not get the dress.
She wouldn't take it.
No.
Think so, Bananas? They all agree with your answer. Here she comes.
As I said, it would depend on how.
Lois, there you are. Lois, the other two ladies missed this. If you get it right, you get the whole $300, and the Bananas will have an enormous score. Fred is on his knees even as we speak. What are you going to do? It's the last dress. You love it, and you both touch it at the same time.
I'd let her have it.
That's it. You got it. Lois and Fred get the whole $300. Time is up, and the Bananas win it. We'll go back in a moment and give the Bananas their money. See what I told you? They're going bananas. That's their job. The Bananas did it today, and did they ever do it? With Lois and Fred, $550. We had 1,000. They will divide $1,550. Thank you all. You were great. And thank you, too, for watching us on Tattletales. Bert Comey saying so long. See you next time. Bye.
In addition to cash awards, a member of the winning rooting section selected at random will also receive the Daisy Stripper, Peels, and Julienne's most firm-fleshed fruits and vegetables. Complete with 5 replacement cutter blades and dust-cover Daisy, making life easier. Westminster Crazy Automatic Corn Popper stirs itself to give you big, fluffy, great-tasting popcorn, 6 quarts in 6 minutes. And a changing pad and Diaperine Baby Powder made with naturally absorbent corn starch to keep babies dry and comfortable, 100% talc-free Diaperine Baby Powder. And a great selection of fashion-right shoes from Kinney, the Great American Shoe Store, who can bring you all the latest styles at down-to-earth prices. Kinney can. This is Johnny Olson speaking for Tattletales, a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.